Hi everyone, and welcome back. It's great to have you here. If you're new, make sure to check out the previous videos on the topic. These episodes lay the groundwork for today's discussion, so feel free to watch them either before or after this one to get the full picture. Today, we're diving into a process in linguistics called folk etymology. This phenomenon highlights how everyday speakers can creatively reshape language over time, often in ways that make words seem more familiar or logical to them. It's a process that demonstrates how languages evolve in response to cultural perceptions and even misunderstandings. Whether you're a linguistics enthusiast or just curious about how language works, this is going to be fun. What is folk etymology? Folk etymology, also known as popular etymology, is a type of language change where the form of a word is altered because speakers try to make sense of unfamiliar or unusual words. This often happens when a word has an obscure origin, meaning the parts that make it up are no longer used as independent words. Think of it as a linguistic makeover, where words get a new look to fit in with more familiar terms. Let's break down how folk etymology happens. Phonological similarity. Imagine a word with an unusual sound or combination of sounds. Speakers may try to simplify it by changing it to something that sounds more familiar. Language is dynamic, and one of the ways it evolves is through the influence of phonological similarity. Take the word bridegroom, for example. Its origin lies in the Old English term bridegooma, where bride meant bride, and gooma referred to a man. Over time, the word gooma disappeared from common usage in English. However, the word didn't vanish. It adapted. Speakers reshaped bridegooma into bridegroom because groom sounded familiar and fit the context of a man associated with a wedding. This process highlights how our perception of sounds and meanings influences the evolution of language, often creating forms that are more accessible or logical to the speakers of the time. It's a testament to the creativity inherent in linguistic change. Semantic plausibility. Speakers also like words to make sense. If a word's original meaning is unclear, they might reanalyze it and connect it to a more understandable concept, even if that connection is etymologically incorrect. We can see this with the word garter snake, which some people pronounce as garden snake. While garter refers to the snake's markings, garden makes more sense because these snakes are often found in gardens. Morphological restructuring. Sometimes folk etymology leads to changes in a word's structure. For example, the Middle English word for pea was peasy because the final S sounded like a plural ending. Speakers reinterpreted it as such. To create a singular form, they removed the S, leading to the new word pea. More examples of folk etymology. Sickle cell anemia becoming sick as hell anemia. Alzheimer's disease changing to old-timers disease. Asparagus turning into sparrowgrass. Folk etymology can sometimes lead to the etymological fallacy, the mistaken belief that a word's original meaning is its only true meaning. Words are constantly evolving, and their meanings can shift over time, regardless of their origins. Folk etymology is a diachronic phenomenon that occurs over time. So, next time you come across a word that seems a little strange or out of place, remember that it might have undergone a fascinating journey through folk etymology. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more linguistic adventures.